Dear Santa, I know you're busy. Elves, supply chains, inflation, the usual. So, my request this year is relatively simple. I want you to fix schools in 2026. I don't want shiny gifts. I want boring gifts. I want things that schools can implement which will make a meaningful difference in the school year ahead. Everyone knows that the ground has shifted, but nobody's acting like anything's fundamentally changed. Teachers are improvising, students are optimizing, administrators are hoping that the whole thing goes away. And underneath all of this is the one thing that nobody wants to say out loud: trust is breaking. Everyone can feel that the ground has shifted, but we're still acting like nothing's changed. Teachers look at student work and wonder, can I trust this? Is what the student produced? And when you can't tell, teaching turns into surveillance. We become police officers, and we didn't sign up for that. The signal is collapsing, and the trust is collapsing as well. So here are my three boring gifts for 2026. One for administrators, one for teachers, one for students. And if I can't have all three, I'll take the first one. Wish number one for administrators. Please realize that you're sitting upon some of the greatest intellectual property of the 20th century: student records. Currently, they're housed in databases and files in places that we don't like to think about or we've forgotten about. Schools generate data constantly: attendance, participation, grades, exam grades, assignment grades. Every day, teachers create a trail of information which gets sent to an administrator or uploaded to a database, and then it's gone. We upload it, we comply with reporting requirements, and then it's vaporized. We never see it again. The tragedy is, while this data is descriptive, it could be prescriptive. It could change the outlook, not this is what happened this term, but rather this is what we've noticed for the last 4 semesters with this student. This is not 1984. This is looking at patterns and trying to help students. So what do I want to see? I want to see a dashboard, not a futuristic dashboard. I want to see a triage dashboard where really important signals are available to teachers and administrators and counselors. I want to know about attendance volatility. I want to know about late and missing work over time. I want to know about grade trajectory, not the day-to-day, but the trajectory. What's happened over the last 2 years with this student? Have the grades gone up? Do they spike? What's going on in the student's life that I can change or I can help with? Pattern risk. Does the student start a class and then drop? Start a class and then drop? Can we track behavior and academic drift at the same time? If we can see these patterns early, we can respond early. Not with punishment, but with support. A phone call to the parents, an intervention before things get bad. Currently in schools, the only meaningful use for data is leading up to graduation. And once the student is graduated, that's it. We don't do anything else with the data. So, Santa, I want administrators to start treating data less like paperwork and more like a dashboard, because schools are drowning in data and dying of it. Wish number two for teachers. I want teachers to become workflow native, not professional development, not ed tech, not someone selling you a product. I want teachers to take ownership of AI tools to make their lives easier. A lot of teaching is time intensive, messy, and repetitive. We can build tools and workflows that solve a lot of these issues. A lot of it can be streamlined without outsourcing judgment. AI doesn't need to replace teachers, but we can make AI replace parts of the job that suck. Build a prompt one time. Have it explain what you want in terms of your writing. Post it on your door so everybody is clear. Use that prompt to help you mark assignments, not in terms of getting an AI to do it for you, but to remind yourself and to remind students, these are the things I'm looking for when I give you a grade. Digitize student writing. One of the ways that teachers can really help their students is to track student writing over time. And the way to do that is to digitize their writing. If they're writing on pen and paper, then by taking photographs of it and saving it, you're always going to have a reference point for when they ask you questions about it later. You can also show change over time. Most students think about the assignment at hand. They don't think about, have I gotten better over the course of the semester? Teachers are entering an era when the final product is no longer proof of thinking. We need better tools to measure and track and assess student writing over time. The essay is not the end product anymore. We should be more interested in how students start thinking about a problem and where do they finish. So, Santa, give teachers permission and encouragement to build teacher-owned workflows that reduce burden, increase visibility, and protect judgment. Wish number 3, student. This is the hardest one because it's emotional, not technical. But I want teachers and students to start trusting each other once again. Something corrosive has happened in staff rooms all over Canada, North America, probably Europe, maybe everywhere. Teachers are complaining about students because we can no longer trust that the work students are producing is their own. The question that I've heard and the comment that I've heard the most is, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if the student wrote this. I don't know what to do. We keep promising AI solutions, AI policies, but no one is unclear about what the issue is here. The problem is legibility and enforcement. If the rules are unclear, students will cheat. If the rules are clear but unenforced, students will still cheat. And if the rules are enforced randomly, then no one trusts that the system can be applied equally. The solution, 2 lanes plus visibility. We keep talking about AI policies like we're somehow confused about what the issue is. We're not. The issue is legibility and enforcement. The solution has to be boring. The solution has 2 lanes. Number 1, practice mode. Practice mode is anything done outside of the classroom. Essays, projects, homeworks. Make tool use legible, 1 line every time. Here's what it is. Where indicated, I use tools. Where not indicated, I certify this work is my own. The problem is not AI use. The problem is pretending that AI use doesn't happen. Proof mode is in tests, in-class writing, oral defenses, anything controlled. No tools allowed. If you use tools, you fail. And that's it. Clean, clear, No interpretation needed. Because if you make thinking visible again, learning becomes valuable again. Here's why this matters. When trust collapses, you get collateral damage. Last week, a student took a physics exam. He had the Meta glasses on. He took a photograph of the final exam, connected it to an AI tool. The AI tool gave him the answer to the physics exam. He finished the physics exam in 20 minutes and got a 100% score. The next person who finished, not using an AI tool, took 40 minutes to finish the exam. After the student finished the exam, he shared the image of the test with other students in different physics classes. When the teacher found out, he invalidated everybody's score across 4 cohorts and made everybody rewrite a different exam. This is what teachers are living with now. And if you can't trust the work, then everybody's a suspect. And that's how relationships turn into investigations. So, Santa, the fix is boring and consistent. Make tool use legible in submitted work. Make proof mode tool free and obvious. And be consistent with the consequences of not living up to this standard. And this is the idea that students really need to understand, and Santa, I hope you can make them understand it. The goal here is not to produce high-level, human-looking output. The goal here is to become more capable. Learning will not end after high school. You will have university. You will have on-the-job training, probably for the rest of your life. A lot of students are optimizing for grades the same way a person optimizes for money. Maximum gain, minimum cost. The wish is bigger than don't cheat. The wish is make learning valuable again by making thinking visible again. Santa, if you can deliver these 3 gifts in 2026, then school becomes something it hasn't been in a while. Number 1, a place where the signal means something. Number 2, a place where teachers can teach without policing. And number 3, a place where students can learn without gaming. That's my list. I'll leave the cookies out. If you can't manage all 3, I'll take the trust one first.